Give me a few minutes, guys. Chris, the chosen one. Hold up. All right. Hold on, right for Chris, the chosen one. I wanna talk about something with you, man. You talking about we should not be breaking sins, and they don't respect that. A lot of people sell their souls, and we should not be. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I have all of my thing, and I know you was talking about me and your little punching lines, and chosen ones. And I want to tell my other people out here, they talk about chosen one. Chris talking about chosen ones. And people so they say they try to live right by God. But God say those rules are broken by racism and about discrimination, where other black women antagonate us and they don't see God children as equal. Disability and all of those things. I live in an environment where those people at in Walmart. You live in antagonism, you live in racism environment. God said, whoever comes in your life, be happy for those things. But so many women get manipulated. How can we understand it? If you're going to throw a punchline at me, you got to be able to understand the price that you paid for throwing that punchline. So it's racism. It is not live right by God. God said, respect the ones that I put in front of you. Moses got to know his Moses they got to know his wife a little bit more, but that's not all that simple when we trying to connect with each other. You can't just live perfect where racism and everybody's not being loved the same way you think they are. It got hypocrites in this world. You got people that want to be a part of business. Women are very picky. Most America, most of the people in America, they die alone. They die without no kid. They don't have nothing because of the women, the type of personalities that brings around the corner. You know, I had people tell me, "Oh, you ain't never gonna have a kid. You ain't never gonna do this." But people, brothers, friends, and all the rest of these things. You know, I'm gonna laugh if you become famous, and people want to criticize. You got Walmart, you got business of black people, hip hop. Don't say those things where God always treated as an equal. When he needed rules to be broken, he broken those rules. He right him, but he still needed to know because the world has changed. Evil is everywhere. And you when he needed those words, you know, everybody, let me tell you what the Justice Department doing and Obama and them. And let me tell you what Joe Biden. Joe Biden put his faith in people instead of putting his faith in God. God has sight. He has sight. He had vision. He know what this world was about. But Joe Biden and the Justice Department, they are questioning those things when they know Trump and them. They are questioning those things when they know how these people act. God has sight. He always know when the rules need to be changed in fair game. It's always changing a billion years from now. Everybody talking about. I heard in the Bible in Dallas County they talk about. I don't know what to. There's so many stories. I don't know what to believe. God sent people in different times to do different things, but that don't mean things being perfect. Where women are being picky and children. All of these things are going on in society. I had to live in a racial environment between my black people. And you telling me God want me, you think God want me to suffer in Walmart where I want to grow and do all that? God don't want me to suffer. He want me to understand myself and grow. God don't want me to, the community want that. The society wants a person to suffer because the way they are. But should I suffer because I want better in life? I want to grow and I want to do stuff more. And the state, they're trying to stop me by racism of associated with black and white. Don't do that because God, no. Rules are meant to be broken. God broke rules that he made. I don't care because he had sight. He watched. He went all over the world with Moses and them. Those rules was broken in different times. He walked this earth, and you have to understand and stop that. And you're talking about fictions. You talking about things that God was able to break. You're talking about a fiction. If they don't straighten up in America, it's on us. God said, you're not going to tell me who my child going to have a baby and who I put in the life because family want to be picky and racism want to play in businesses. God said, I send you as you are. Get money stay out the way. You be a baby, you be junior sellers. No. But don't act like God didn't break rules. He broke rules when he saw things was fit. When he saw the society. Joe Biden them know the society, and Governor Abbott stubbed himself, and they know the society, and they still participate with them. That's why it's not going to be another God. God watched everybody, and he played in the dark with it. He's seen the mindsets of people. He's seen the spiritual mindsets of people. And if you're the president and you're a governor and you're a senator, you act like you don't know this world. Chris, chosen one, whatever you're talking about, you act like you don't know this world. And Trump put me in this situation, and they supposed to know what's going on. My spiritual side, been working, but racism and opinions. We understand these things about, but Joe Biden walking blind with the senators. Let me tell you, God never needed. Let me tell you something. God never needed people. He trusted in sight, and he had people follow him. He never needed people. Hey, this is for Chris. He never needed people. He trusted in sight. He trusted in those things. Let me tell you, God said my child tried to play by businesses in America, but every time he tried, racism tried him. Walmart, Texas businesses tried them. Schools, he tried them. And God said, I want you to break those rules. Racism. But if we got a political front and we got a political, where my teacher at Newman Smith and Carrollton took me to job court 3 times. We don't want them making fun of you. They don't want us, but they faking their love for us. Don't talk about you for God and you're faking like you love God. It's the definition of America. They standing by their flag, but they faking like they love them. And then they got the nerve to talk about my relationship with my ex. You don't know what's going on between me and Sabina. That's between us. Whatever she decides she don't, that's between me. We know what we was getting into. We both know that. That's our business. I mean, her mom and her dad business. But the society that Governor Abbott's willing to stand by. I've been having a spiritual awakening. I learned about the legislators. My teacher taught me about a lot of things. We've been know this day, but they live in a lie. Joe Biden live in a lie. These are the people that don't want to change. But you put everybody's life in danger because people, what's the difference from that when you know what's going on? When you know it in Trump, and when you know what was going on. I watched Walmart today, not that goddamn where they talk about disability. They talk about business, and they ain't trying to change. These are black people that these are some of these people on the street. They don't know God, and they don't want to know him. They don't want to understand him. They don't want to understand him. What you take? What do it give a Social Security a right to laugh, to taunt somebody? You the government, you don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to do that, man. You're supposed to be different from how they act in the businesses and America businesses that you don't taunt me. And Governor Abbott and Joe Biden think that this and Governor Abbott and his community care, but you don't want to give me my justice. They rather not listen to us, but they care more, right? Trump and them know this world. I got music that my and me and Mirza decide we want to hang back. That's between me and Mirza. Whatever it is. I played in a band. We went over music. Oh, I need you to go over again. I need you to go over it again. I need you to go over it again. All right, same thing. And when I played in fantasy rooms, when people told me, Hubert, I need you to stop and listen to the beat in the parades. The mindset that I am in, the mindset of me willing to keep trying and not giving up because I believe in God, but that's not the way that you should play it. But they don't want to be responsible for their actions. And not listening to the call center lied to me. No, it's their fault because your community don't believe in God. Your business, they don't believe in God. So you stick Senator Ted and them, stick by them because they don't believe in God. Playing with God. God saw by Holy Spirit. God saw by Holy Spirit. He saw by Spirit. God trusted in sight. He didn't trust in anything. He trusted in sight. But senators know this world and they falling right into their trap. And they don't want to change in it. I just got a letter from the justice. Let me tell you. And then they're gonna make an excuse about we didn't know. We're gonna find out what happened. You're a liar. But if God was here, would they know God? That's a question, yeah, because they don't believe a fiction. Humans make up things they make up things because what they can't understand. They make it up. They make up things of what they can't understand. Just because God don't speak to you, they still asking if God speak to you. You have to know by spirit that God is with you. So we know these things and how things are being done by, right? But we tell them what it out, and now the Justice Department trying to define it. They trying to define what we're doing, trying to define God by putting God child in a situation for the sake of others because they not willing to fight for the sake of others. Because of black people, some gangers, they don't because of the sake of others. Because of the sake of others. Because of the sake of others. I'm just trying to take care of the issues, man. But because of the sake of other, you. One day I'm gonna tell you something. Because of the sake of others. One day we can't live in the same community as we win. My family think this can just. Oh, he buys small house on the thing. No, gates gotta be moved because the way that society is and the way they see the world. But all of a sudden, when the mayor say racist things, say, "Oh, you said that," that's racist. But he expect the public to be behind him with those racist things that he said. Don't talk to me about when God taught to love everyone. I worked at Big Lots when I was 14, 15 years old. When I went to Newman Smith High School, and I worked in the furniture department. I taught how to build furniture and do all of those things. But when you get to Walmart, they expect everything racism and stubborn racist behavior coming out of Mexican and Black. This is where I feel. This is the way I feel when we dealing with those type of behavior. But a Black woman in Walmart gonna talk about somebody, and Black people gonna talk and say names because they work for a Walmart that don't believe in God. When God told Moses, no, that's the problem. And you willing to put me through the sake for the sake of your line and your community, your thing that don't believe in God. Now the mayor act like he believe in God. He don't believe in God. He don't believe he wouldn't say the racist thing he said. And everybody's getting mad because I don't want to. The thing is, I don't want to. They want to buy stuff. I don't want to live that like that. I'm a grown up who he is what he is. Let's move on from it. I got to move out of my mama house and get my own place with gates around it. But I'm not going to have no selfish woman in it. I got to have my kids and everything in it. I'm not going to have no selfish woman that got their eyes on the streets and on eyes of other people. And Trump's still putting it's still a behavior. Women want to antagonate and do stupid stuff on Facebook. Go ahead with that, man. God said when we find someone, God said them rules meant to be broken by how women act and how they act with others. God said, look, we ain't trying to hit. God said we ain't trying to hit. You know, around he can do what he does. God say when they want to do what they want to do, let them do them. But God say, don't get mad because I gave him a blessing where racism want to pick and everything. They think they got a part in it. Y'all with these niggas where I want to ride. No, baby. Don't come and take when you make your decision. Now I got fine women want to do all of this. Baby, make your decisions. You big enough to lay with your decision, make it. But you rather live in your life and understand whatever it costs. A woman will talk down because she want to fit in. She want to fit in. These senators know what goes on in these businesses, but since the community have to say, you don't do nothing. God has sight. He has sight. He didn't trust it in people. And that would make things so. But the senators don't carry that will and power. The Justice Department don't carry it. They need them to listen. They don't carry that same will as God. That what makes them weak. That what makes them weak. That what makes them weak because they don't carry the same will as God when God knows something. That what makes the senators in the Justice Department weak. And people act like I can't speak up and speak my mind. I gotta, yeah. I'm gonna be a little quiet, lower down. Man. Shoot, man. And people, I don't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? People want to live their life. They want to do what they do. And people say they don't. So what I'm into, I ain't into nothing. I'm not gonna keep dealing with this stuff, man. And you want me to live in a racial environment? You know what I'm saying? That's not funny because other people got they point of views, and other people will try to project their point of views on you and project the racism of the community on you, on how you feel. I'm not gonna keep living like that, man. And then the state and then the community wait for me to fall because they don't want to pay money. They don't want to pay for their lies and racism. Hey, God say, how can we understand it? How can we understand these things? And not a million of them trying to get away with the state of Texas, trying to get away with crimes of terrorism by racism and 911 with the million of them. Where they do that at? And they expect God for me to not have this. God said they expect me to not have power. They expect me to not protect my child when they lie with racism intent when the state of Texas and Yellow Breeze and them and the rest of them, and they sit up there and trying to get away, and the mayor and Governor Abbott and the rest of them trying to walk away with the rest of them, not take responsibility for their actions. You put my life in danger for that. We don't want to hear that. Everybody want to talk about somebody. How is somebody going to use me and what the society did to me? My mama don't know what 1216 did to me. I ain't making nothing up. But I'm not going to let nobody stop. Oh, you dumb and you retarded. You scared. You dumb. No, this is what I've been through. And people want to put you in the hospital or do all this to stop you from healing of traumatizing what society of black and white doing. I'm tired too. I want peace too. Family and friends, I want peace too. Let me get my peace and buy me a house with cakes and go on my new journey. I ain't gonna be alone. But don't try to keep somebody traumatized because of the Racism Act in business. And don't try to do that, man. Because when I'm into, no, this is me fighting for myself where racism at. And want me to do the same thing every day and be part. And Governor Abbott don't want change. But he'll use me. No, they don't want it. But you listen to your community, you will never be God because God had the balls to do what he needed to do when he saw what was going, he know what was going on in this world. They'll never be God. They'll never understand God because you run from it. You run from it. And that's what the Justice Department and they run from it. Obama, Joe Biden, they run from it. Senator Ted and them run from it. You know what these people are doing, but you instead of just play, they roll and play, and not a Desmond Miller want to talk about. No, you don't want to listen to me. We don't need your help. We don't need this and then when you're no. Racism can be reasoned with. Racism can be reasoned with black and white. But a black girl gonna say, know the black woman said in Addison, Texas, she gonna say over there at the Addison at the Frankfurt, I read the day. All right, you feel like that? If you feel as a black racist man, a black racist woman, if you feel like that, hold yourself down. If you feel like that. And you feel like that as a black woman, hanging around with your other co-workers, but don't try to take what somebody want to take. But trying to take when they don't understand the life of God. You can't love me when I don't have money. God said you can't love me when I don't have money and when I can just put food on the stove. You depend on those things. But God said I had to understand what is more powerful than anything. I've been going to church all my life since in New Orleans. But I have to understand what I'm going through and understand that. But don't talk about it when they know that and the senators and them let this go on with Social Security and doesn't. Let me tell you, at Trump when he stepped in and Joe Biden, yeah. Oh, I do. I do. Hold up. I got you, man. I got you right there. Then people just want people to live in this society. We can't live the same. We can't live the same thing with understanding is not it. We too different. You want to just buy this? We can't do that. Now I just sued on a civil rights act. I just sued the Justice Department for participating with the state of Texas and participating when mayor covered up things and lied, for participating, trying to have a mental breakdown. And they willing to still define orders. To have a mental breakdown, you're participating in it. And I just sued them for $30 million on the civil rights for participating. How many million sues you willing to define that order? They still willing to push it. So family can say you tired, you everything. I'm tired too. I'm tired of waking up to racism. I'm tired of waking up to a black man and going to a job and how people treat me. You want me to forgive and the same thing keep happening. Something gotta change. Something have to change. But Governor Abbott see his way. He sees his way. And these state people, they trust in their community and they lie to us. I'm tired of being lied to. God he tired of being lied to by American business. They will want to fake, they will pull us in and fake their love for us. I have to understand how can I move forward and not just being in a vindictive racial business environment. And Governor Abbott think that because he don't want change. You can't, when old governors stick by the same rules, God put somebody in there for change, but they know, and they still willing to play by their rules. And you put somebody in like them because you're selfish, because you trust in the community, but you don't put your sight in God. Because you don't put your sight in God. God has sight. God has sight. He understands that. He has sight. But I can't continue to live. Everybody want to call you evil and this and that because you're for what you believe in and you're not letting racism play a part. My friends, nobody, and I can't say nobody, Mirza's mom get disability. And Mirza never made me feel like that, also being enough. And I can't say they never made me feel like that. And this is the truth. I used to be with Mirza's sister, and she tell me she got the same problem with Social Security. Atlanta, everybody talking about they got the same problem. But right now, since the mayor put me in this situation and believing the mayor and his stupid behavior and Governor Abbott's behavior, the community thing, and the society trying to run away from justice, what they did to me, Dallas trying to run away from it. And they're trying to do, no, you're going to get in jail for participating in it, for believing the lies of the mayor, for tampering with injustice. No, you're going to give me all of me. And instead of doing stupid community, instead of just throwing, no, Trump put me, it's about his tax dollars. When, no, all he did this, he took it this far. And it's sad. It's sad that he's taking it this far with this community. They don't want to let it go. Racism, people, communities, and opinions don't want to let it go. Racism don't want to let it go. You made fun of me, and Governor Abbott still not willing to budge. God don't respect you unworthy. They know who I am already. But tampering with stuff, lying people. OGP, we can't even hear me. He lying on God, but he listened to Trap Boy Fred and them lies. But you put me in this situation. Now they want to play dumb. God said they want to play dumb. The Justice Department want to play dumb with the mayor and the rest of the communities. But you willing to kill God for something? They're not no true believer of God. You want God to come back, you can't even protect the one that's telling the truth with lies and racism. God said you ain't worthy enough to see me. You ain't worthy enough to see me. And everybody mad because I feel like, hold up, I gotta move in another position. I gotta to go where I need to go, where I need to go. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it when you're dealing with racism. They had their chance. And I told Walmart after I signed that contract, let me tell you something. And they don't lie to me. I want to sit right there in front of everybody that's interviewing. And I want them to ask me a question about what the future, what you got in the position for disability. And how can we quit? And baby, I don't mind asking questions. I don't mind sitting up there and telling what ideas I came up with for disability to play a part. God said, is you willing to let me, or you willing, but your black people will feed. God said they will leave Walmart. The same people that got no tip that they will leave. God said they will walk away. But I don't mind sitting at the table. God said, why you scared? Let's talk about what the other CEOs, you scared? Let's talk about how we can make a difference. You scared? God said you scared? You scared of what you can understand Goodman Miller. I don't mind sitting in there asking questions. How can we make disability better and have a job, dog? But Walmart don't want it. Hypocrites. But let me tell you, they only sorry because of Trump and them stepped in. And he wanted to play nice. Because Obama and Joe Biden them stepped in. That's the only thing they only sorry for, talking about you on live with that. Crazy. Hey, but if OGP we keep willing to lie, let them keep willing to lie, man. And I bet you Yellow Breezy go to jail too and be put to death. But you know, but since he a part of the city, him and Big Tuck and the rest of their lying self in Dallas, you'll let them walk free, right? You'll let them get 35 years and not put them to the death penalty. That's racism by association. You don't believe in love. You don't believe in God. They don't believe in God. They just, Boosie loved the money of God, but he don't love the spirit of God. That's something he would never have. They love the they love that's the difference. They love the money of God. Boosie loved the money. He don't love the spirit of God. He take that for granted by lying by association. Racism lies. He think he ain't gonna be put to death too. You was here when the crime of Texas. You was here when you terrorized me and did me wrong. That's a death sentence by Texas law. By Texas law. So that ass coming from you. You wanted to sit in the club with Boosie with MO3. That ass coming over here, boy. And God said, I'm watching my children. I'm watching you from the heavens. Whatever happens, I'm watching you. And he want to make up a lie. I told PG, Boots, you gonna let that nigga play you? You gonna let that lying nigga play you? You gonna let that lying nigga play you? Stay away from me, my nigga. Let them believe in you. Let them hold it down, cash money. Hold it down for you then. If that's the case, my nigga. But you gonna let that nigga play you? Go ahead with that, man. I didn't talk to people, go around with people in California off of Live and Big Live and all the rest of those things, all around the platform. But this nigga want to lie and say somebody because he a liar, a hypocrite. Get money stopped the way you be a baby Hubert Jr. Sellers get. And I gotta compete. I gotta still fight for something. And people gonna say something on the big dog. Leave me the heck alone. I don't got time to hear what you think, what you nothing. I've been with the big dog. I don't got time to hear it. I don't got time to hear it, man. I can't even fight about Social Security without them putting me through all of this, man. When I called the local government about Social Security, this guy told me to shut up. You got the calls, but Governor Abbott wants somebody to stay in this. But let me tell you something. I promise you, Governor Abbott going to be arrested, but they care about their community more to put my life in danger. Leave me alone, man, because they tried every time with the community. And Orion got something to say. Orion, you better mind your business, man. Terrorism. You dumb and retarded. You scared of your little brother MO3. I already won the McDonald's case. And then the mayor said racist things. You said I got an education. Him And everybody in the elective laughing and turning. Now Molly can't even tell me about the cause. She giving me the runaround with her racist self. And then they don't want to. Stay away from me, Governor Abbott. Stay away from me with your racist piece of crap. You know, he had a problem. You should care, but you should care, man. Because as long as you live in a racist lie that you can't understand what you're going through, and you in Houston at zero, nobody wants to deal with that, man. Fights was breaking out at the hotel, the police. We asked the mayor, I asked the police, call the police station, you got cameras? Because I wanted to know the mayor's behavior and the community and the government behavior. You got cameras? No, they told me they didn't have cameras. Right in the election. I called about dark. And they ignored me. And the community wanted to go against me. No, but you got the nerve to tell me no. But the community can't take a loss, man. And Trump put me in this situation. Then my mama expect us to stay. No, she can live here. I'm gonna buy a big guy. God said, you buy no. Then they trying to cause problems. And then this lady at MetroCare, I told the Justice Department, said, we're doing phone interviews. I ain't trying to hear what she said in that doctor's office. I told that lady in that caseworker, watch what you say. I went straight to the civil rights. But you still letting that go on, man. What gives the Social Security the right to tunt? You're supposed to be different from them. But you know what this guy told me at the call center? He told me to forgive them sometimes. Because they come with their problems from home, but you want me not to have justice. The communities, what they behave in, trump them. They want to be hypocrites. We got hypocrites. Trump them don't want to. These are people care about more the money of paying the price with money about God. You tell people not to judge you, God not to judge. But we understand what you fighting for. But we got to deal with racism. I talk to people in the UK and all over. I'm in the loop. Wait. I talk to people in the UK that wanted to be on my team. These are people I tell everybody want to talk about something. And where I grow friendship with people in the UK. And y'all breezing them want to lie and boosting them want to lie. And everybody want to get mad because I grow bonds with people. I'm going to settle down. I have the mop, but I don't have the lagoon. I don't have the lagoon. Hold up. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I thought I had it, but I don't got it. No, not behind my door. It's the other broom. It's somewhere in the room. I'm going to help you find it. No, man, I grow bonds with people, man. I grow bonds. You think it's okay for somebody to lie? When I talk to people in California, New York, Detroit, and all over the way where this man wants to come up and lie. You know, when I really went to Walmart, I really thought, when the second Walmart, I really thought I was starting over. I really thought it was a clear slate that the Walmart was giving me. Man, I was so happy. You know, I was like, man, I'm leaving the past behind. Then the behavior started showing. I'm like, damn, I was just so damn happy. They didn't even want to hire me back. We're going to get, whenever they found out, I'm like, And like, I was so happy that I wasn't worried about anything. I was just focusing on now. And that was the most important thing of me just going back to Walmart. And that was the most important thing. Like, man, damn, I'm glad that I get this. Man, this was so much. It was so much happiness that I felt when I talked to James, and I felt so much happiness. But they took that away. I'm like, damn, stuff is repeating itself. And and then things started to happen at 12, 16, like it happened, and I started to call the corporate office. I'm like, damn, it doesn't like. And like I warned them. I warned them like, man, I said, when corporate office told me everything we were starting over, and I said, I'm not taking no crap for nobody. I mean, because it was a fresh start. I really believe that it was a fresh start. And like I felt that I can trust them as I not walk. I felt like I can trust them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I went in that back and I called. I like, hold up. So we gotta understand them. And they hired me back. I felt like I can really trust them. Like really, I really felt like that with Walmart corporate office. And it just broke it when they did what they did. And then, I really thought all of those things was going on. Yeah, that's how you feel sometimes, man. When I left 5 or 6 times, and then and I really thought like, let's just start this over again. Like this is really a new start. This is really a new start. And I was like, damn, y'all don't know how happy I was. I really was happy. I really was happy because it's new. And plus, I had Rebecca husband there. He can see the way I work. And I was constantly getting on him about a lot of things. I need your help doing it because he know the way that Charles treat things and how he pushed the work on maintenance. You know what I'm saying? How he abuses his power. And I'm like, I can keep Rebecca husband on their toes. If you always had that coworker where you work with at another store, right? And you get the chance to work with them again, I said, yeah, let me get on Rebecca husband behind every time I need your help. And everybody was getting mad at me because I'm constantly calling them on a walkie every time to come and do this for me. I could see it in Rebecca husband's eyes, like, because I'm constantly getting on them every time, like everybody at the store, like, I need you to come do this. Because the way that Charles operates, it had vendors actually coming to when I worked at 1216, actually vendors actually coming to make bells, throwing trash away, like garbage trash and helping me out. Like, and they always want me, Coca-Cola always wanted me to come, like at the vendors at 1216, always trying to get me to come and work for them. Yeah, that's the truth. They didn't like the way that Charles didn't know how to treat people. But they need their job. They just scared. They the scary ones. You know, I'm talking about when the vendors coming in more, Miss Deb and them come in, they got boxes everywhere, trash everywhere. They can't and can you, but let me help you. I don't like the way this going with Charles and Russell and the rest of the black. No, it's the truth. That's why they would have asked me, the vendors for Coca-Cola, anybody would have asked me to do anything. He would help me with this. And they would ask me to take a pallet to the back and they have to go. I would have did anything they asked me for because when you understand, when they help you out, they do a favor for you and you do a favor for them. And that's the thing about what the vendors are like. They didn't have to do it. All their job is to come inside and put the products on the floor. That's their job is, man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth about the situation. Like the Benders, man. The Benders, man. Man, look, they can always get my help no matter what. No matter what. They look at I don't work for Walmart and them because they were always. I would never like ask the people I work with ever betray them because they will always get a favor from me. When you meet those type of people, man, they even ask me, "You will come and pick up and help me with the school." Now, anything else they would have asked me for, I would have did it. No, I'm talking to him. But I really thought things was different. I was like, man, damn. You know, when you go up into something, you just really, man, look, man, I went in like I looked like I was 5 years old, 6 years old again. I like I was a kid again, just ready to just participate and be happy, man. I was just ready to do it. Oh man, I was ready, man, to see like they live a lie. Hey, I don't care if things are not. They don't keep. It seems like lies are getting more liars. But Walmart, I'm suing them. You know, they want to buy things, and that's on people, man. So I wanted to tell people this, man. So, Chris, the children, I wanted to tell you that how I'm feeling about the situation, how I'm feeling about it. You know, they say they didn't need my help. Give me back my money from 12/16. If you feel like that, if you feel like that, you go to Mirza Catholic 123 Little Diamond, Mirza Catholic 123 Little Diamond, Talk is Cheap, and you go to see up. We had our ringtones at Perry. I ain't worried about them at Perry and Carrollton. You know, I'm not gonna keep dealing with people, man. Hey, it's really time to leave the nest and get my money, get my justice, and get my own house. I ain't buying no house in no small community. Ain't buying no house with no gates. That's the lesson learned. You know, you got to move out your family, but people are not gonna put me in a situation where I'm not. I have to feel like I have to suffocate in a racial environment. That's not what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm not gonna just spend my money. I can spend my money on the way I want to spend it on, and baby, and they gonna lose. God said they're gonna lose. That don't mean I'm gonna buy games and go. No, I need to buy me something, a house with gates run, and take care of me first. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. You know, but people won't say you'll wind up being alone. No, let God say, let me find somebody. I don't care my kid and my whatever happened. And me and my baby mama get. I don't care. Whatever happens, whatever happens, whatever happens, how things happen. But a woman in Atlanta say I'm gonna wind up being alone because you have a racial agenda. Yeah, you talking about your you talking about cancer. I got the pine sauce. I don't know. I know what I am. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm trying to work and do what I need to do, man. Let's move forward in life. Let's move forward. Let's do this the way this gonna do this. And Doug Miller and his family only got mad because Trump stepped in. They will still be acting up, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And the Justice Department don't find out. They didn't even, when I was on the clock, they didn't even want my help. But nobody should not be called by black people in the deli, by customers motivating me and say, Hubert, you can do it, with their teenage daughters. Like, these are customers giving me the motivation with their teenage daughter. Hubert, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it with their teenage daughter. But the workers at the customers giving me motivation. And he don't understand that. At the customers giving me motivation, and they coming with their teenage daughters, and their kids say, Hubert, you gonna get it, you gonna get it. They didn't give up on me. It was white and black and mixed, all the rest of them kids coming in there. And they telling me, Hubert, you can do it. They gave me motivation, but your employees, Doug McMillan's employees, are racism. So at people coming in with their teenage daughters and their kids coming in with their daughters, what that mean? That Doug McMillan's being a hypocrite with his black employees. And I put this on everything. These white and black, with these coming with their teenage daughters coming in Walmart, I promise you I ain't lying. I promise you I'm not lying about this. Their moms and everybody coming in there. I'm not even lying, but you got hypocrites. And you dealing with a hypocrite, Doug McMillan. And I still got old issues that I have to handle. Me and Sabina it's just some issues. And I'm trying to just move far away from it and find it's just hard. I wish Sabina dad hadn't told me that. It wasn't time for us to just I just ready to leave, man. I want to go far away sometimes. I just wish he hadn't told me that, man. We've been arguing since we was kid in Perry Middle School. And she go to Perry and I go to Newman Smith. We've been arguing. And no, I don't want you to keep. I'm just ready to be done. But you don't tell somebody that you got somebody wondering this. We gotta move forward. We gotta move forward. I went to Newman Smith. She went to Perry. Mirza went to our cousin went to Newman Smith. And we did music. I ranked tones. So, man, look, man, and Boosie trying to lie, man. That boy is a be pass a lie, but and he trying to lie, and I grew bonds with California, New York. I went to the Garland Mall and talked to people. I talked to Mexicans at the construction site in Carrollton about the building. I talked to the Galleria about the building and stuff. I talked to people in Dallas County in 2019, and everybody said that's a good idea. Kids and everybody, but that's gonna be ruined because of the opinion of lies. We thought about bringing. I took acting. We were gonna have theater performance in each county, performance sets, like Disney, bring Disney Channel to Texas. Yeah, I had like every kid thought that was a good idea in Texas, where Disney Channel actually come to Texas, and kids in the summertime they can go to art performance after school, and they can play a big role of bringing art performance. Because I took performance at Newman Smith High School, and this would be a good thing, a role for each county. We can have a production center like Hollywood. That could be the most. And I talked about I can't deal with the lies and the gospel going on. I can't deal with that when lies going on. And all that stuff that I talked to people in Dallas County, and it was going down in 2019 because of Yellow Breeze and boosting them. All of that I did. And people didn't argue with me, but that's a good idea. And I don't even know if they can be able to agree with me after all of the lies that's been started. I don't even know how if it's been wrecked up, but I talked to people in California, New York, Detroit off a lie, me big lie. And New York wish that I make it. And for you to come, I've been in disability since I was a kid. But how I supposed to connect with everybody back in California off of lie me and all the rest of in New York, and me just talking to them about my idea and on different platforms and Boosie line, that's not right. Because he wanted to come up. He wanted to come up. That ain't right, man. Because he wanted to lie. People ain't, I work for somebody. No, I take you on my lie, me, and I get a Justice Department. I get a Justice Department lie, me, Justice Department my accounts. And it's a network, I gave them my accounts. My bond is more important than you can. And people say, no, I should not have to fight for something where they took it and lied with racism. Boosie can stay away from me, man. God don't even want to be in the same building. I hope when this says, oh, I'm gonna be at a damn country award than anything. I won't even be in the same building as this person. He's a pure liar. I'd be at a gospel award center to be at a lion. No, man, nobody don't want to deal with that. And then they want to continue to lie, man. No, they calling me out of my name and OGPB. That's the biggest dummy ever. And then nigga trying to stop me. I bet you Yellow Breezy coming out underneath that seat, man. I bet you that dumb him and Boosie be put to death. I bet you he be put to death. You want to lie, right? No, man. I'm not gonna fight for